Alright everybody, and welcome back for another episode of Blueprints. We're going to be starting off with day 28 here. Now on day 28 we have our allowance, we have our key card, and we should have keys because we had a clock tower yesterday, I believe. Maybe I'm getting my days mixed up here. We'll find out in just a second here. Fourth was good, but his haircut was insane. Yeah. Okay, so we have 20 steps from the sauna, we have 10 keys from yesterday's clock tower, we have 2 gems, and we have our allowance, and we are back on Banner of the King for drafting specific rooms for the day. We also unlocked our satellite dish on yesterday's run, which allows us to, well, now we should check on some, what's it called? We should check for more packets to download whenever we possibly can. But we did get a bunch of new experiments. So we do have a key card just in our inventory. So we do know that if we end the day in the break room, then, yes, the last day of the berry picker blessing as well. If you end the day in the break room, you get the key card put into your inventory. So then we wouldn't be able to complete the castle challenge down in the basement. We could start from the foundation today. I think it could be an interesting choice. We might get a new blessing tomorrow. Oh, hold on. I tried to unpin my message, but it didn't do it. There we go. Okay. You know what's funny? I've also never seen Lord of the Rings. I need to watch that as well. Okay, so what have we got that we can do? Starting an experiment would be cool. We need to go use our berry pick blessing outside. And let's go berry pick the outside room and see if we get something cool. 10 keys, 2 gems, and 66 coins. Hey Jafar, welcome to the stream. I didn't read all of the early messages. Steve, did you get a chance to tell everyone about your game? Ooh, hold on. Excuse me, what? You can take the shrine when there's a blessing? Does anyone know if this extends the current blessing I have, or can I have multiple blessings at once? Or can you... If I donate, is it just going to extend the days on this blessing that I currently have? I kind of want to take the shrine. Picking a berry would be cool, though. Hello, Alexander. Yeah, it probably would give me a new blessing. I think because we're only on 1 day left of the berry blessing, we might as well just skip the shrine for now. And we could just get a random room in here and see what happens. Let's take our berry and see what it gives us. You gotta be shitting me. We got a dead end room. Oh, that's funny. And that's just funny. Well, I guess we should buy a lockpick kit. Let's take the lockpick kit. Might as well purchase it. And a special key. Let's see what kind of special key we get. Prism key, maybe? I gave us a silver key. Alright, well, yeah, it's not a wasted space. Getting this outside would be pretty good. Yeah, I wish we got the garden key. That would have been cool. Alright, well, it's not exactly what I was looking for. If I get a magnet, I should try to go back there? A magnet? What would a magnet do? Do you just mean, like, steal all the keys with a magnet? We could start from the foundation today. Let's do that. It may not remove it from the pool? Interesting. Yeah, a silver key is better than a prism key. Well, in most scenarios. There are a few where I could see it where I'd want the other one. Oh, why didn't I just go through the basement? Yeah, hold on. Sorry, we're going to go back up. I'm just going to go through the basement door. How was my week? I've had a good week so far. I got a lot of things accomplished. Like I said, I've still been planning a lot for the trip, because I'll be gone for a couple weeks for that. But it's been productive. I did skip 2 days of going to the gym, and then I ended up eating, like, unhealthy meals. So I'm feeling, like fat and bloated. Like, I'm not. I just need to, like, eat a little better for myself. But I do feel kind of like, you know, just eating so much, like, not fresh cooked food and veggies. It's kind of getting to me. All right, now we're back on track for the correct path. I don't know why I went down the elevator to get over here to the foundation. The paper talked about the architect that drafted 19 dead ends and an architect. So does this mean Herbert wasn't the only person with the ever-changing manner? Well, the other thing, too, is a lot of people were involved with drafting rooms, Hassanin. Like, for example, Mrs. Babbage, the house... well, she was in charge of drafting the rooms every day. So there were a bunch of people that did it. Working in fast food, I don't ever eat healthy. That's understandable. Listen, if you're working in fast food and you don't have like super healthy options to you, just eat smaller portions. That was like the best way to start for me. I never worked in fast food, but when I needed to wean myself off of fast food, I started eating I started just eating less at like smaller amounts. Okay. I do use the silver key a lot more. I usually get the prism key, and I haven't had many good spots for it. It is weird playing off of the foundation, but it is kind of cool that we get to do it from up here. We're going to have some rooms up to the top of it. Let's block the entrance hall. Yeah, that would be kind of funny. Oh, the mailroom. Yeah, give me the mailroom right here. Yeah, I'll take the mailroom. Okay. Okay, the mailroom comes with a sledgehammer, 2 keys, 2 gems, a shovel, a metal detector, and the running shoes. Pretty good loot establishment here. So it looks like this time it paid off when we got our large package delivered to us. And we don't have any new letters. None yet. Okay, so now I don't feel too bad about it. Now I'm feeling like we've gotten a decent handle on what this this mailroom could do for us. Yeah, the first big box we got was terrible. This one was quite beneficial. And we have 3 dig spots. Doesn't feel worth it to wait 3 days, though. Yes and no. I will say the only reason I think it could feel worth waiting now is we have so much money that we're buying stuff anyways. Are these always swinging this much? Sorry, I got a little sidetracked. Did they always swing like this? I don't remember, like, the shadows moving. Huh. Okay. Wow, I guess I just never noticed that before. Interesting. The shadows look really cool in this room. Somehow I've missed it every single time. They've always been moving. Alright, let's see. Oh, hello, nature enjoyer. Special key? You know what? Let's just use our lockpick first. I'll use a silver key right here. We have 13 keys, but... Okay, and this is kind of what I was looking for. This is kind of what I was looking for. The Great Hall is pretty good, but I have just wanted to draft up a Chamber of Mirrors for a while now. I've just wanted to. And this can draft second copies of rooms you already have in your house. I think it would just be kind of fun. I gotta be honest, what am I doing today? I don't really have a goal. I was about to just start playing the run, but I don't have anything to accomplish yet, other than getting to, like, new experiments. That's kind of what I'm looking for. I'm gonna take the mirrors room because it's fun. No, the people that have stars next to their name are, like, subscribed members. They are, like, either gifted or paid memberships to the YouTube channel. And that's how they got that. And their stars, the longer they stay a member, the longer it will, or the longer it will stay. The longer they stay a member, the stars will change colors. So they can get, like, more unique colors and things like that. What's the best item, in my opinion? Honestly, I like the metal detector a lot. The magnifying glass is the most useful, clearly, but the metal detector is very fun. And that's just for base items. If it was a combined item, I think Dowsing Rod makes the game the most playable. The Dowsing Rod has crazy good benefits for us. I'll take a boudoir here. I'll take some dice. I do not mind that. Silver Spoon was also a really, really nice one. Silver Spoon had a lot going for us there. Like, it was quite nice to use. But combined item, Dowsing Rod for sure. Single item, definitely the metal detector. I think the metal detector did so much for me in the early runs. Like, I can't discount how good it was. Experiments. Experiments is the main goal I'm aiming for. There's still a safe key out there. I saw once. That's true. Sigils to solve. The closed exhibit. Oh, yeah, that's right. If we ever get a chance for the closed exhibit, that would be good, too. Wow, we didn't get much here. Commissary? Probably take the commissary. Spare green room isn't bad. And here's the thing. We could still go back to the front of the house and play off of it. I know we said we could, like, block it in, which would be funny. But we would probably save that for when we're doing like a real dead end challenge. Like we'd start from the foundation and come down here and try to get as many dead ends as possible. But I do like the idea of being able to get towards the antechamber at least. Let me see, what else can we do here? Spare green room isn't that great. Commissary's not that great. Wild berry could be funny. But I'm gonna. It's too soon to pick a berry. I do not have all the sigils solved. I'm gonna take the commissary because I want to see what items are in here for purchase. A magnifying glass. Sure, I'll take it. A set of gems. I'll go ahead and buy them now, just in case. And gems and keys. That's fine. Is there something in here? Oh, it's behind the trash can, right? Yeah, there's some coins usually back here. Okay, office and music room. I would prefer to have a room that connects to the antechamber, because I just want it. Hello, Benny. Thanks for stopping in. I always appreciate the engagement. Let's do a redraw first. Okay. Interesting. It doesn't remove the locksmith from the pool, even though we drafted one outside, because it was, alright, that's kind of cool. I'll probably take a foyer here, because it gives me access to the antechamber, and this would make a great hall a perfect pick now. And now the other thing I'm thinking, though, is, now that I think about it, would the Chamber of Mirrors duplicated the locksmith from outside? It probably would have. Actually, that makes more sense. Okay, yep, I just see you guys are all saying Chamber of Mirrors. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Well, we don't need to go in there. There's no reason to go in there. Let's go back. We'll go into our breakfast nook here. We'll get our draft up for the morning room. Our extra steps. Imagine a shrine inside the house. That would be kind of cool. Okay. I think I like the idea of the lost and found here. I could redraw for a room that goes north, which would be ideal. I don't want to block off that many rooms. The laboratory, like the computer and lab, like it would be nice, but I would prefer to get something that goes north. I also have a theory too, is like, what if we saved our wild berries and we did a whole run where we drafted a bunch of rooms, and then it was like we just waited to see, oh wow, okay, we didn't get anything that goes north. I guess I'm going to pick a berry here and see if we get the RNG for it. The wild berry only uses the draft pool. Room 46 is never in the draft pool. Okay. Well, I'm going to take a berry here, and maybe we get something that goes north. We got a veranda. Perfect. Gambling has paid off for us. You cannot access the terminals from the outside Blackbridge Grotto terminal. They do not work in that way, unfortunately. Streamer luck. Hey, and there's our security room right there. All right, perfect. Let's go ahead and take our security room. Gambling always pays off, everybody. You heard it here first. All right, let's go ahead and log in. Let's do our estate inventory. There's 1 key and 16 coins so far that we know of. That's because of the Chamber of Mirrors. Keycard system. Keycard system settings to set security level on high. And change offline mode to unlocked. Not that it matters, but I'm going to leave it like that. Return to the security menu. Let's go to log into the network and hit Swanson G. I don't think you can use an upgrade disk in the Blackbridge setting. Let's go to remote terminal access, view active terminals, and hit up our laboratory, and let's see if we can get a cool experiment going for today. Alright, so let's take a look here. Experiment setup. What do we get for today? For every room you draft with the next 40 seconds, set your dice to 2. Permanently increase your lockpicking skills, or unseal one of the antechamber doors. Each time you draft an upgraded floor plan, the first time you enter each room on the 9th rank. Okay. Alright. So, some good permanent upgrades here. Here's the thing. We don't really have to worry about keys anymore. But we do have a lot of upgraded floor plans that we draft. Because we have so many hallways to take. Now, what do we want here? We would have 5 rooms on the 9th rank, which would be guaranteed that, but permanently increase your lockpicking skills seems pretty good. Yeah, I did want to change my pack to include security doors. Unsealing one of the antechamber doors right now is also kind of an interesting one. I think unsealing the antechamber doors would be pretty good. And then permanently increasing lockpicking skills. I mean, yeah. Huh, this is kind of a tough one. Because we could get levers to get into the antechamber. Like, regardless. I think I'm going to take the permanently increase my lock-picking skills for now. Just for now, for this time around. Let's see what happens. Okay, and now we need to do this. We need to do our packet management. We need to create a custom packet. We need to draft it. We need to do exactly what we did before. So, it was this one, 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 and is this kind of what we had last time? I'm going to probably remove this one. I don't think I like the 40-second one. The 40-second one doesn't feel very good. Where'd it go? Hold on. I lost it. I'm going to remove this one. Speed drafting doesn't sound like... It sounded better in my head, but now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, how are you expected to make correct decisions? Like, it's literally just like you're possibly throwing away the build of your house just for the sake of drafting those. Now, where's the... Yeah, each time you unlock or bypass a security door, that's what I wanted to add in its place. So... Oh, it's too small for you guys to read? Okay, so that's 9. Or that's 8 total. And I don't think there's any more that I want to add. Yeah, this seems pretty good. We'll finalize this. Trash while digging does happen a lot. That's true. Maybe I could throw that one in. Where is that one? I'll throw that one in, because that does occur pretty often. Now, we said... permanently increase lockpicking skill. Unseal an antechamber. Remove a crate. Stock the pantry. Permanent gold allowance. Letter to the mailroom. what else did we do? Gain a star. And then set steps to 40 was another one, yeah. Set steps to 40 was a good one. Alright. These look pretty solid overall. Oh, yeah, we said no pantry. That's right, no pantry because we made the pantry rare. What did we have instead of that? We did lose 10 steps and gain 20 gold because we talked about having a ton of money from having the nursery room if we did something like that. Add 3 aquariums could probably get thrown in there. Okay, I think I'm going to leave it with this. Personally, these are the ones that... excuse me. These are the ones that I feel like I would enjoy the most. So I'm not going to edit again for now. I prefer these. I'm just going to stick with these for now. Ah, dang it. Okay, so... Packet management. Is there something new for me to... No, that's packet management. Can I reach out and see if there's new stuff to get? Oh, I have to log into the network for that. That's right. Swan Song. I'm sorry, Hazel. I didn't want to go for the dice yet. Staff services. Staff announcements. Nothing new yet today. Electronic mail. No, nothing new from here. We've already read all of those. Data transfers. No new packets are available. Okay, well, we've gotten what we've needed out of here. Still no music yet is queued up today. I'm kind of missing it. Now, Banner of the King. Is there a specific room we would want to draft? If we go for a red room... Hold on. Where is our... Oh, we still haven't gotten the vegetable yet. It's an unusual. Found floor plans. The closed exhibit is a red room. We could try to draft up that. Not up here, though. It's not happening up here. That's for sure. Okay. Pretty good spot for the office. Pretty good spot for a bunk room. We don't have 2 green rooms yet. Let's go for the break room, probably. Maybe the treasure trove for the chest. That's a good point, too. There's good knowledge that can be garnered from that. Break room could give us a secret garden key. I don't think we need the office for anything right now. Your skill in lockpicking has improved. Beautiful. Let's take our break room here. Let's grab our coins. Let's get started on our darts. Yes, we do know it's kind of like the foundation. Based on the diagram, it told us that we need to get behind the red crown room. Okay, so 3 is 3. 2 plus 1 is 3 times 3 is 9. That's 1... Wait, hold on. I'm trying to remember. You go in order from closest to furthest out. Yeah, Alexis, that's right. That is like a spoiler. But we did already know that, to be fair. We know that that's what we needed to do. So it's okay for that one, at least. For now. But try to avoid such direct hints in the future if possible. Alright, so this is going to go 1 times 4 is 4 times 4. Oh, I'm sorry, 4 plus 1, and then it's 5 times 4 is 20. Never mind, I see. I gotta remember my order of operations, not in real math, but in dartboard math. Okay, so now we've got 2 plus 4 is 6, times 6 is 36. Divide by 1 is 36, divide by 6 is 6, minus 3 is 3, times 2 is 6. Beautiful. Is there a point where lockpicking becomes 100%? I don't know. You're good, Mitesh. I get what you were going for. It was just a little too on the nose. Actually, a special key here of a silver key is pretty good because I want to have access into the antechamber from two sides, because why not? Another silver key. Hey, the conference room, and a hallway, and a pool. I like the idea of a conference room. It's not in a good location step-wise, but we have 87 steps, so it doesn't really matter. The pool would give us a locker room and a pump room. We don't need to access the pump room. The pool does have 2 chests in it for us. The hallway is upgraded, but trust me, we're going to get so many hallways, we're good. Let's take the trunk pools, and see what we get out of that. You're right, Bob, we are almost out of steps. We're running low. Okay, we got some gems and another silver key. Man, they are all about it with the silver keys today. We need more apples. I guess I'll go ahead and draft up the corner here. Is there any reason we would want to choose a specific color yet? I think we might try to draft up the exhibit, the closed exhibit. But we'll wait. We did get a lost and found. I think it's a pretty good spot for the lost and found. I will become the silver prince. Yeah, let's hang on to this key for now. Lost and found can help get rid of items. That's true. The black for the throne and the treasure. Ah, yeah, that's right. Those 2 rooms as well. I'm going to take lost and found here. I am. I'm going to take the lost and found. Just because it's a cool room. It's got a telescope in it and a lucky rabbit's foot. And these are the things that we could be missing out on. Which, the only one that we would hate to lose is the key card. That's the only one we wouldn't want to lose. And I'm willing to gamble it for the telescope. I truly, genuinely am. So, let's do it. Don't take the key card. Son of a bitch, it took our key card. Oh no, it took the only item I didn't want it to lose. Always punish, never gamble. Gambling never works. Terrible, terrible decisions. The game hates me. It doesn't want me to succeed. That's fine. The only reason it was going to be okay is because I knew that we had the security room right here. So if we had to immediately go change the keycard system, we didn't have to run across the house to do it. So I'm okay with this. Okay. And unlocked. So a utility closet would be nice. And we don't have to come back up here for any reason. Genuinely, there's nothing up here for the rest of this house. This is drafted up very nicely up here. It's very tidy. But now we have to go back to the foundation and go back to the front of the house now. We can't play from this side of the house anymore. The staff card is not different than a regular card. The key card is the key card regardless. It was just a strange choice of words that they put in. Yes, Hassanin, we know we need to do that. We know that we discovered that we need to come back with no keys, gems, or coins, no items, and it needs to be 130, and we need to activate the Southern Cross. But our lockpicking skill is going to get increased a lot today. Was there a reason I started from the foundation? No, Jacob. We just had the card, and it seemed like it would be kind of fun. There's genuinely no other reason to do so. Now, that's kind of funny. Does the dining room work this way? Like, dinner won't be available because you have to draft the dining room first and then go into it. We're gonna take it because I like the dining room being right here. No, the bell rang. We got it. Okay, so dining room is retroactive. That's good to know. That is very good to know. Quest bedroom, pretty solid. Bedroom closet has 2 items in it. I would rather take the quest bedroom since we have a very good chance of getting into the antechamber here. We should do it that way. Swimbird win? I don't know. So yeah, so it's cool. It backdates it. We'll take the quest bedroom. That way we can at least try for Alexis to get a trigger off the bedroom closet somewhere else. Lockpicking has improved. Saw someone draft the pool and decided not to drain the fountain because he thought it would only give coins, and it was his first run reaching the antechamber. Oh no. That's kind of funny. Well, it's not the ideal spot for a dark room, but actually it's a really good spot for the dark room. What if we do this and go to the right side of the house and try to get a utility closet? I'm gonna take the dark room and I'm gonna come back over here and try to get a utility closet. The dark room and the dining room on the first floor, or the first row of the house. We don't need these steps yet. Utility closet? I mean, it's not terrible. We'll probably take the observatory right here, because we have the telescope. I don't know if the Swimbird plush is a real thing. Someone made one. Bedroom's pretty good. It gives us a chance to draft the utility closet off of it, but I'd rather take the observatory in the corner and have the bedrooms elsewhere. Let's see what we've got for constellations. 42. We have... That's Draxus the Dread, or Dead. So we've got the Farmer's Apples, Clavis the Key. What is this one? The Sail! And that's Draxus the Dread. Or the Dead. I don't remember if it's Dread or Dead. Is there a way to reroll upgrades? Some people have said yes, there are ways to change them. Sea Flyer for details. Well, we don't want dead-end rooms right now. It's dead for dead end. Okay, Draxus the Dead. Thank you. Bedroom, parlor, hallway. It's a good spot for the hallway. Yeah, we do want to use the telescope in the planetarium again, if we get the chance. What room for dinner bonus? I did not see what it was. It's the, country... Okay, it's a boiler room. Country stew pie needs a boiler room to pair with it. Utility closet? No, but we did get our coat check. It's a good dead end for it. Let's take it. $50 stars does seem like it's going to be a special landmark. This game with mods would be crazy. Interesting, we got a tunnel. I'll take the hallway. I'll take the hallway. We've got the experiment. The veranda being here again is also kind of funny, but the hallway is just good. Lockpicking skills improved. A pump room? Or a corridor? Yeah, give me a corridor. Yeah, new constellation should appear. Just based off of how the game plays, that's what I'm expecting. A den, a chapel, and a cloister. I guess the chapel being here isn't terrible. The cloister is not a bad call, actually. Is not a bad spot for the cloister. But we could try to save it. The dowsing rod points to a room that makes it more likely for items to spawn into it. So more keys, more gems, more exclusive stuff like that. The lockpicking skill upgrade is a permanent upgrade. I guess we could just get rid of the den here. Or the chapel. We could just get rid of the chapel as well. Yeah, let's just take the chapel. It's going to have a chance for extra items in it anyways, and it was the same as the den, so maybe we get something else out of it. We got a gem out of it. I can't be mad about that. Another hallway here is pretty solid. It's better than these two dead endings, so I'll take the hallway. We've already triggered 5 experiments. That's crazy. If we got another computer, we could just unlock everything in the house. I don't know how good the lockpicking skill functions, but... Or how well, not how good. Sorry. Poor language on my part. Well, thank you for tuning in with us, Hanta Boy. I hope you have a good night. Have a good rest of your evening. A great hall in an amazing spot. Hell yeah. This is perfect. I could not have asked for a better great hall. Oh yeah, we've already done a terminal into, that's right, we terminaled it into the lab computer. I forget about that. Okay, so the great hall had a trunk in it with 2 keys. Okay, this is funny. Next we've got... Goodness gracious. Okay, so let's see what we've got. Okay, the door over there. Door there. Antechamber is open on 1 door now. Great Hall and Foyer is... Like, Foyer is just such a good room. Some extra coins for us. And then we got a key, a gem, and some extra coins over here. Now, we can go down 1. Utility closet. And it's in the, like, the exact type of spot that we would want it to be in. The Rotunda would have worked, but the Great Hall being unlocked is a double winner. So keycard system is now off, so that fixes that for us. And then the gymnasium is off, and the dark room, we toggle the power back on. And turn the power on for the garage. This may not be the most lore-developed run, but this is really shaping up nicely. Like, this is just a good, clean blueprints run. Hey, and it looks like we've got access over there from our foundation room now. Alright. We don't have to go back to the security room. We have 15 keys for the day. And a lockpick with 5 permanent lockpick upgrades. We don't need keys at all. And now that the power's turned off, so... Why would we need to access the security room? Dark room or go north? I'm gonna go north first. Workshop is what I was looking for. Workshop is kind of what I was looking for here. Battery? A lever, though. Man. Got a whole bunch of stuff today. Hey! Perfect spot for a parlor and a kitchen. The parlor has extra items in it. We'll probably take it. Increase security doors? We don't really have to. Genuinely, it doesn't matter. We have 15 keys for the rest of the run and a lockpicking kit and 5 permanent lockpicking upgrades. Increasing security doors isn't really going to make a difference for us. And we did get the coin purse out of it. The return of the inspector detector shovel. I wouldn't be opposed to it. I want to save the greenhouse for the lever. Try to get the attic? Yeah, that's not a bad idea. The gems are in the only true box. Okay, that means for the gems, if this was true, then the gems would be in this box. So that's a good one to remember. Only one statement is true. So that means these two can't... So they can't be in the blue box. We've already successfully eliminated the blue box. Because if the gems are in the only true box, that would have to be a true statement. And then it would be... they would be in here. This says there is only... One statement is true. So if this is true, then it won't work. And then the gems are in the blue box. So let me run this through real quick. I'm just trying to think about it here momentarily. Yeah, we'll go back and craft. That's what we got the item for. The purse, yeah, the purse and the foot is what we got. All right, give me a second. Okay, so only one statement is true. That could be true. The gems are in the blue box. If this was true, then this would have to be. No, this is a lying box. Okay, I think it's in the blue box. I think it's in the blue box. If this is true, the gems are in the blue box, and this says the gems are in the only true box. Oh, never mind. Okay. I see what I'm seeing here. Yeah. So this box is... Hold on. The gems are in the blue box. If that's a true statement, then the gems are in the only true box. Then that means this statement has to be a liar. And then this could be only one statement is true. So we could run it like that. We could say the gems are in the blue box, which could be a true statement. Only one statement is true. That wouldn't work that way either. Yeah. So it can't be. Yeah, this doesn't even make sense now that I'm thinking about it. Only one statement is true. If that's the case, then that means both of these would have to be liars. So the gems are in the blue box is a lie, and the gems are in the only true box is a lie. But if this statement is true, then this would be the only true box, which would make that one true. I think they're in the white box. Maybe they're in the blue box? Okay, maybe they're in the blue box. They're in the black box? But why? Hold on. Oh, because yeah, no, that makes sense now. If this one was true, then they would have to be in the black box. They would have had to have been in the black box. That makes sense. Oh, I didn't even... Okay, yeah. If white is true, the only other statement is true, then this would be false. I misread this. I said they would be false, and then I considered this statement to be true anyways. So now they would have had to have been in this box, because that would have been the liar. Yeah, damn, that was my bad. I confused myself on it. I misread something and then just didn't pay attention to it. Sorry about that. It's not like it matters anyways. Yeah, that was more for just parlor puzzle fun. You didn't say anything? Everyone was saying white and blue? Yeah, that's pretty funny. All right, let's go to take the drawing room here, or a hallway. Probably a hallway. And then we will head back in here, and we will need to craft up our item. So now we have the lucky rabbit's foot, and the coin purse makes the lucky purse. What does the lucky purse do for us? It doubles all of the money you find. Wow, that's pretty solid. Okay, what else do we have here? Can we craft anything else up specifically that we want? Yeah, that purse thing's pretty nice. We have the sledgehammer and the magnifying glass and the shovel. We could do the metal detector and the shovel and get the detector shovel back. We do need a battery for the hammer, but what do we need the hammer for? I kind of like the idea of bringing the detector shovel back. I don't think I've crafted this thing. I don't think I've crafted a detector shovel for this run yet. We've made a jackhammer. We've made the powered sledge. We've made the powered shovel. We've made the lockpicking amplifier. We've made the burning glass. But we haven't made a detector shovel on this run. I'm going to go ahead and craft it up. Okay, let's go over to our hallway. I do kind of want to play around the Chamber of Mirrors a little bit. I did? When did I craft the inspector shovel? During this playthrough I've done it? What the heck? Is there something I missed in here? Yeah, I'm going to the dark room now. What's beeping? Oh, it's probably the loot from this room. Okay, that's probably all it is. I was like lost for a second. I was very confused. Man, these shoes have already triggered a lot today. Quite nice, actually. Let's go ahead and eat up our meal. We'll save the rest of our dinner, just in case. Okay, so the lunchbox is not retroactive. Rank 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. We've already been to rank 5, but it doesn't work until after you pick up the lunchbox. That's why I picked it up, because I wanted to see if it worked that way. Oh, look, a battery. How convenient. Not that I need to make anything with the battery at this point. Can I combine the lunchbox with anything? I could try. A laboratory, a pump room, and a bedroom. Bedroom has extra items in it. Yeah, let's take the bedroom here. An apple! Yeah, it would make the powered sledge again, but I'd rather just keep the lever. Okay, let's see what we can get here. No, we're not going to go increase the security. There's no need for it. Oh, we got our bedroom closet. Yeah, we should probably take it here. That'd be pretty funny. 2 extra items, but the hallway... Huh, okay, so here's the thing. Triggering the bedroom closet for 2 extra items is kind of pointless right now. We don't need the... We have 15 keys, 63 coins, 12 gems. But... We could... I'm just going to take the hallway here. Yeah, there's no closet. I'm sorry, Alexis. There's no need for it. Plus, it gave us an experiment trigger as well. Oh, no. The breakfast nook or the office? I guess we could take the office here. Lockpicking 100, yeah. At this point, we've gotten 8 triggers already. It's kind of insane if you think about it. Alright, the den is a good choice here. Closet would have triggered it as well. Yeah, true, the closet would have triggered it. That's right. The experiment today, David, is every time we draft a room that's upgraded, we get permanently increase our lockpicking skills. And we happen to have a lockpick, so we're kind of cruising through the day. Any room that goes to the right would be nice. A breakfast nook it shall be. A second foyer. That's funny. I'm sorry, Alexis. I couldn't do it. I don't know if I want to add a second morning room to the pool. Actually, it doesn't matter, because we have to draft from a specific angle for that to even take effect. Perfect. Now we just need to get into that room. There's no downside to eating it. Alright, so anything that goes up and to the left. Another observatory is kind of cool. A hallway is kind of cool too. And the bedroom as well. We've never drafted 2 observatories in one day. This will give us new constellations, right? We should take the new observatory and trigger our new constellations, I think. I don't think I've ever done this before. Maybe we did do it once and I just don't remember it. We probably have drafted 2 of them in the same day. Clavis the key, the sail again, and Florealis bloom of the sky. I have done it? Okay. And we have the telescope, but there's really no point. Next, we will hit up this one. And now we have full access to everything in our Chamber of Mirrors, and we now have access to this half of the house again. Before we do all that, why don't I go up first? Now telescope for 50% of 50% of 50%, right? Some coins. Doubling our money up for the day is quite nice. An extra workshop. No, I don't want an extra workshop in our pool right now. Not necessary. A key. A key, a key. And another electric eel aquarium? Yeah, why not? Let's throw it in there. This is my first time in this playthrough of the game that I have managed to hit a 4-door Chamber of Mirrors. Yes. Okay. I didn't mean to hit the telescope in here. Guess we're getting an extra key. Get my extra coins. Oh, that's not what I wanted to hit. Was it this one? No. It should be this one over here. Beautiful. I wish there was an achievement for, like, hitting all of the Chamber of Mirrors. I wish there was. There should be, like, a little achievement. Okay. Cool. Alright, well, we did it again. We have successfully completed a Chamber of Mirrors. It started in our inventory, David. That's where it came from the beginning. Okay, well, now we're connected back to this half of the house. But there's nothing we need from up there. So next we can go back to our hallway and continue trying to get into the antechamber, which we actually have access from the foyer now. So we've kind of done most of what we wanted to do for today, which was just get a little drafting day in, you know? Nothing crazy. Nothing wild. A den, a lavatory, and a locksmith. Yeah, just put me a lavatory down right here. We don't have access from the foyer? Oh, yeah, we have it from the right side of the house. Thank you, that's right. Let's see. Zittings, why do you want me to use this berry so bad? Hey! Guess who's making it into the antechamber today? You have access now. You love gambling, that's why. Alright, let's take our gems. Okay, tomorrow we shouldn't have any loot that carries over. So I think we could try to get ourselves... Oh, we got a watering can, too. Holy hell. We got everything. Oh, I just realized. I never noticed this before. The gardener was the one that stole the red letters. I'm drawing a blank on his name right now. But I didn't see these before, that this was, you know, that ransom note we found with all of the mysterious letters cut out. It was from the gardener. I mean, I knew the gardener was, like, the problematic guy, but I never paid attention that these were actually there. That was an oversight on my part. Interesting. I can't believe I'd missed that before. Is it a Southern Cross Day tomorrow? I don't know if it's a Southern Cross Day tomorrow. I have no way of knowing if it's a Southern Cross Day tomorrow. I wish I did. Okay. Planetarium list. I mean, I'll take a look at it, but I don't think the planetarium list is going to tell me for what I'm looking for. I will take the electric aquarium here. Lockpicking skill has improved. We found a nail. A rusty old nail. If we could get something that would go right, that would be nice. Alright, cloister's pretty good here. Yeah, I'll take the cloister here. Yeah, we're not going to have enough keys, guys. We're running out of keys. Don't worry, Zittings. The berry will be used eventually. This is absurd. We found a secret garden key! Oh, that's funny. It gives it the constellations up to 25. I think I can show you guys that in a second. Damn, you guys want any resources? I got a few resources to share. Don't worry, Zittings. You will get it. You will get it. Alright, now we want to draft... Okay, here's the thing. The throne room could be cool. I'm thinking about activating Banner of the King for black rooms. So we could try to get the was it the vault? Not the vault. What's it called? Not the throne room either. I'm drawing a blank on that other one. It's the room with all the valuables in it, but I can't think of its name. The treasure trove. Thank you. Treasure trove. I'm thinking we could try to do that. Try to get the treasure trove. But we could also try to get another quest bedroom as well, which would give us more permanent allowance, which is probably smarter than the treasure trove. So maybe I put it on purple. And then treasure trove is cool, but yeah, we already had resources for tomorrow anyways. We were going to start with gems, so we had to spend them anyways. Gems are the easiest thing to get rid of. Drawing a blank here on what I want to do. So many resources for today, it's crazy. Yeah, Treasure Trove did have the clue chest, but it was only for solving the thing that we've already solved. Alright, well, be locked, special key, secret garden key. Imagine a freezer, that'd be funny. We don't need to open up any of the other antechambers door. We don't need that, so we're actually good out here. So, let's try for... Let's see if we can get it. A bedroom closet, or a secret passage. Or how about, you know what? How about we pick a berry here? This will be your berry spot. Give us a good room, berry. It gave us the vault. Oh my god. That's so funny. You guys ready to have like over 200 coins? Oh, that's so funny to me. Yeah, if I got infinite allowance from getting the nursery, would be a pretty cool trigger if I could get that. Freezer? What do we even need these materials for? That's the other funny part. If a quest bedroom pops up, I'll take it. Because it's an extra 2 permanent allowance. Coins. Did we just break 200 coins? We did. Okay, a pump room, a sauna, and a conservatory. I feel like it's gotta be the conservatory. The blue tents, I'm gonna assume like 300 to 400 coins if I had to guess. Conservatory is a perfect pick here, and we have a beautiful house. The sauna for 20 steps. We're ending the day with a full flushed out house with 66 steps, and we didn't even eat dinner yet. I'm doing the conservatory. Let's see what kind of rooms we can adjust their rarity of. I think I see a rotunda in there. Some extra coins. I did not. We see the rumpus room. But we already made it a standard. Did we get all of the lore from the rumpus room? How is this a standard room? That's crazy. There's no way the rumpus room is a standard room, and we've only drafted it 4 times? We might have... What if we got all of the rumpus room lore? I'm going to leave it on standard. The drawing room is a common and should stay. The kennel... I'm going to make the kennel an unusual. We very rarely run into issues with keys, especially now that we just fixed our... since we just permanently upgraded our... Then, yeah. Our lockpicking skill. So I'm going to put them on unusual, because I like to see them, but not as often. And then rumpus room, I guess we could make it common. There's definitely... I'm agree... Wait, who said that? Someone said there's a cooldown. I agree with you. There's definitely a cooldown on this room. Like, you can only get it after a certain amount of time has passed. I firmly believe that. Otherwise, we would have seen it more by now as a standard room. Wow. Had I eaten dinner, we would have ended our day with 85 steps, 24 keys, 21 gems, and 207 coins. That's wild. Let's go ahead and go in here. Allowance token taken. Basement key, we'll take it. We didn't open room 46, but we don't need to. I know, almost ran out of steps today. Okay, so we need to go back and coat check something, so we're going to go eat dinner anyways, which is pretty funny. Blessing of the chef, yeah. Okay, what else do we want to do? We didn't get the planetarium like I was hoping for, to use our telescope. We're going to go check our dowsing rod. And honestly, we should go back. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we can go back this way. There was something in here. There's a key. If we have the steps, can we end the day by sacrificing items to the lost and found? That's a possibility. I have not tried any day 1 wins yet. Ending in the break room. So, here's the thing. I don't think I want to end in the break room tomorrow. I think I want to... I'm going all the way back this way, yeah. We do know a bunch more lore about the countries now. But this was just like a good warm-up. It was just a good run. Might as well eat dinner while we're here. We're up to 78 steps. Okay. Second item. Let's throw the dowsing rod in there. Excuse me. Okay. So, talk about just a loot-filled day. My goodness. Look at this. Like, that's crazy. We wanted to try to get the Southern Cross, but we don't know how to guarantee it. So, what if I come in here and I go into my notes all the way down here? And let's see. Where they are. Where is my notes from the planetarium? Where are my screenshots? They should be way back here. Did I say that? There they are. Okay. So this is what we had. The Southern Cross is a 5, but it also appears on day 13 and day 9. And then day 16. Yeah, how are we supposed to determine? And then day 25 again. So is it just a random chance to get the Southern Cross after we make it past 25? Yeah, Southern Cross is 5. Demondus Minor, Southern Cross is on 9. There has to be a sequence, but I don't know what the sequence would be here. Well, so this is the way I see it, right? It's on day 5, then 4 days later it appears again, then 4 days after that it appears again, then 3 days later it appears, but then it starts back over at 5 again. It's not on the second page. I don't know where the second page screenshot is. I've seen it, but it's not on the second page. I might have deleted it by accident somehow. See, here you go. First appearance of Dimondus Minor and Major in the same sky. 7 different constellation observes in a single night. Even if there is a pattern, I don't know how to make it appear. So, how about we do it this way? How about we get ready to call it a day? We've checked our item. Tomorrow, we don't pick up anything. We've already looked at them all, KPS. We've already seen them all that we can. We triggered 11 experiments, by the way. That's pretty funny. If someone wants to check, I'm okay with that. If someone can tell me, like, I'm still going to do my run right now. Like, we're going to jump straight into it. But if someone wants to see, like, when we have 44 stars, is the Southern Cross going to be there? So here's what we're going to do. I am going to call my day here because there's nothing left to accomplish for today. I'm not going to go down to the Sanctum doors yet. But we're going to call it a day. I'm just checking to make sure we did everything right. Yes, we did. The observatory? Well, that's the other thing, too, is I've been in the observatory, but I haven't checked to see if those papers ever changed. So we had the Mount Holly Garden Shopping Center of tomorrow. 8 green rooms, 4 shop rooms, 10 tomorrow rooms. We had 45 rooms total. We made it to rank 9. We took 95 steps, and we found 19 items, and our outer room was a locksmith. Now, hopefully we get the shrine for tomorrow, because that would be pretty cool. So, with that, that's going to be the end of this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. See ya!